Hello, anybody who's just joining me. Hello everyone, anybody who's jumping in, feel free to say hello in the chat, whether you're watching in YouTube, whether you're watching in Twitch, whether you are watching on Periscope. Hop in, say hello. I should be able to see it for everything. So we are going to do our very first retro game stream today. I've been wanting to do this for quite a while, and I am starting this off with one of my favorite games from back in the day, Boogerman. I would have liked to have started with my absolute favorite game of all time, and that's Earthbound for the SNES. However, that game would take me forever to play. So we're going to start with something a little simpler here. So, Boogerman, a pick and flick adventure. This entire game is just nothing but toilet humor. So it's a dark and stormy night in Professor Stinkbomb's lab, where a machine has been built to save the world from pollution by trans-existing to dimension excrement. Eccentric millionaire Snotty Ragsdale has taken a job at the lab to investigate its safety and find out exactly where the pollution is going. Okay. Whatever, so the point is, you play as this eccentric millionaire who has an alter ego superhero named Boogerman. And Boogerman's power is flicking boogers and farting and burping. I love the graphics on this game. You have to collect these plungers for bonus items. I haven't played this game in years, so don't be surprised if I'm not very good at it. My screen is not supposed to be dimming, but it is. I have to stop periodically and move my cursor. So you dig through garbage to catch power-ups so you can fart and burp your way to victory. So I don't really have a super great setup for this, so I apologize if my voice isn't so good. And nobody's up at this time in the morning, huh? It's almost 5 in the morning here. There's some sort of shortcut I'm missing here. I remember there was some sort of thing that you could jump around to a different spot, kind of like a warp zone in Mario. Oh, I'm so bad at this. I haven't played this game in years. Let's see here. There we go. There it is. It's like a warp pipe in Mario. You can go down and get extra bonus items. There we go. Oh, look at this guy, he's just flinging boogers at you. Or little snot rockets. Damn it. Fuck you, you little bastard. Kiss my ass. Nothing down here. Alright, hang on guys, I gotta pause this for a second. My screen's literally shutting off even though I just told it not to. Oh, I know what's wrong. Sorry, I know you lost video of my pretty face for a second there, but that should solve my problem here. Damn it. when your cape turns yellow, that's like the last chance you get before you lose your life. Oh shit. I'm not doing well. I gotta do better than this. You guys need to see more than just the first level. This is the flatulent swamps. See, when you get extra capes, it's like your life indicator. When your cape's flashing, it means you have 3 hits till you're dead. If it's just red, you have 2, and if it's yellow, you only have 1 hit and then you're done. If you run out of snot and farts, you can actually jump on enemies' heads too, as you can see there. But where's the fun in that when you can just fart and flick boogers? So it goes boop. You can also burp. Probably driving my wife crazy at this point. She's in the other room asleep. Alright, there we go. Now, the more plungers you collect, DJ Kefito Toe. Hey, welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning in. Chow Bill Judy. I don't know how to. I don't know what you're saying there. I don't speak the language, but thanks for tuning in anyway. Look, we're gonna go up this giant nose here. These things are nose goblins. Yeah, if you guys want to say anything to me, I'm watching the chat too, so. Boozy Vagyok. Well, Boozy Vagyok to you too. God damn it. My controller's a little stiff. I'll blame it on the controller. It's not my fault. The controller sucks. There we go. I don't think you can have more than 3 hits. Alright, so this is, if you get enough plungers, you build a ladder, you go up and you get the bonus round. There's no way I'm going to have enough. Yeah, see? You have to get a lot of plungers. Alright, Flatulent Swamps, level 2. So this level is pretty much the same. They do get more varied though, once you get past the... That was a cheap thing there. I remember that snail being there from before, but I hate when games do that. They like hide an enemy behind some scenery or some shit. I think that's bullshit. That's a cheap death. I mean, this isn't the highest quality game in the world by any stretch of the imagination, but... There we go. See, these plungers are hidden all over the fucking place. And down here. You can use the left and right shoulder buttons to look up and down. It comes in handy when you're trying to find secrets. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's get back up here, get some more goodies. Shit. How do I get back up there? I'm sure I can. There we go. What the hell? I'm gonna have to tweak some things on the laptop to make this work better. shit just locked up for a second. Hopefully the stream's still going. So, this is also the first broadcast that we're going to do on Twitch. So if any of you happen to be watching this on Twitch, we do our comedy show, our talk show, every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If any of you are interested in that. And if you just want to see more game streams, our three hosts, you know, I'm Jay, my co-host Casey and Greg, we might be doing some different game streams. I'll be doing the retro game streams because that's just me. I don't like modern games that much. There's not too many that really interest me. Oh, fuck you. I need a cape. I need a damn cape. Got some milk. When you have milk, you can hawk loogies. I'm like way up in the trees and shit. See, your boogers have kind of like an arc to them, whereas when you have the loogies, you shoot straight ahead. That comes in handy. There we go. Got a cape. Pop these little bubbles, snot bubbles, whatever the hell they are. Alright, that was round 2. Oh, look, I almost had enough plungers to make it to the top. I forget what the bonus stages are. I used to rent this game from the video store all the time, and then eventually my parents bought it for me against their better judgment. That was a thing for those of you youngins out there. Back when I was a kid with NES games and Super NES games, you had to... Oh, there's a little ghost there. You know, you'd go to the Blockbuster video store. We had... I was young, we had West Coast Video, even though I don't live on the West Coast. And you'd rent a video game and hope to God it was good, because if it wasn't good, you'd have to sit there all freaking weekend and play this shitty game because you were stuck with it. Your parents would go and take you to the video store on like a Friday after school and rent a video game, and you'd play it till Monday. And if it sucked, then it just sucked. You had to either deal with it or play one of your 3 games that you had, you know. Not too many people I know had a whole ton of games. So if you found a good game, eventually you could con your parents into buying it for you. Hopefully. Oh, that was a cheap death. How the hell did I get through there? That is bullshit. And of course it sends me back to the beginning of the level. There are checkpoints in this game, I just haven't seen one yet. They're like, outhouses. See, I keep taking the shortcuts and going up in the trees and shit, you know. You can also stay down to the lower level. In fact, I think I'm going to do that on this round. I'm going to stay down to the lower level so you can see more of the actual game instead of me just cheating my way through it. It's like doing a Mario Brothers stream and using nothing but warp zones. Alright, so... See, I'm not a sadist for games. I play for the fun factor. Yeah, let's just forget about that zone. We're just gonna skip ahead here. Just the ghost. Such an ass. My laptop keeps trying to lock. yes, I'm playing this on an emulator. I would love to be able to hook up a SNES to it. I do own the game, but I don't have like the type of capture card and shit that I would need to do it that way. So I just have to kind of deal, which is fine. I mean, there's always some accuracy issues with emulators, but you know, Nintendo tends to think that they're a little dubious, but like I said, I own the game. I own the damn game, so. When I was growing up, you know, I had the Nintendo, the original NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, and then I totally got taken in by Sega's marketing. Fuck off, Ghost. If you guys remember, Sega had this great marketing campaign. Sega does what Nintendo don't. I totally bought that shit. I believed that Sega was the cool system to have. And there's some truth to that. They had some really cool games. Streets of Rage was my favorite. And their Mortal Kombat port, you know, they had the blood. Because when you're a kid, that was important. You had to have the blood. Well, but now as I've grown up, you know, my friends had the SNES, and I've actually become more nostalgic for SNES games than Sega games. Because I didn't have one. I only ever played them at other kids' houses. Now this game's available on Genesis, which is where I originally played it. But the SNES port's better. See, okay, here's a checkpoint. It's a Boogerman outhouse, so if I die this time, I'll go back here instead of going all the way to the beginning of the level again. There was something hidden behind that tree. Fuck off out of here. There's a lot of milk in this level. Ah, damn it. It's one of those games where you just can't blindly run forward. There's so many enemies in front of you. It's a shame more you guys aren't watching live right now. I'd love to be able to chat with you and interact a little bit, but I also realize I'm doing this at like, you know, 5 in the morning too. But hopefully some of you get to watch the replay. You know, leave us some comments, especially if when you're on YouTube, you know, leave us some comments, and I'll be sure to read them. You know, if you want to see other games, you want to make requests for things that I can play. You know, if it's Nintendo, Genesis, or, you know, I might even venture off into some TurboGrafx 16 or something, because those bonk games were the shit. I love the bonk adventure games. A little caveman guy. Shit, fuck off. If you get hit, you lose your power up too. Kiss my ass. Fucking bats are pissing me off. Why does every game have bats in it anyway? It doesn't matter what fucking game it is. There's always bats. Yeah. Eat that shit, dick. I have to give a special shout out to my lovely wife, Mandy. She is tolerating me doing this in the other room. And she is not but maybe 30 feet from me right now. I'm trying to be sort of quiet, but... those of you guys who watch us on Periscope have probably talked with her in the chat many a times. She's a badass chick, man. If you guys ever see her, she usually watches our show live in Periscope. You'll see her name's Mandy and some numbers. Say hi to her. She's a badass. She's absolutely awesome. Damn it. My chat keeps shutting off. I'm watching the chat on my my phone. None of you are here to talk anyway, but except for the one guy who didn't speak English, but I think he's gone now. He hasn't said anything in a while. What's down here? Let's check out what's down here. You know what? Some places in this game you can... No. Some places in that game you can actually fart a hole in the walls. It's like, it's like bombs in Legend of Zelda. How the fuck do I get down there? Where do I go? Oh. Oh, okay. I didn't realize I could stand on that. Oh, come on. Kiss my ass. Damn it. I'm gonna get fucked up here. I know it. I don't know where to go. Maybe I just keep going this way. Nope. I just went right back to the beginning. God damn it. This would be so much easier if I actually remembered where to go in this game. But, oh, you fucking cocksucker. That was cheap. Stacking enemy up like a... I have to be careful now. I can't just run in blindly. Oh... No! I've always really loved platform. Right off the bat, seriously. I've always really loved platform games. They're one of my favorites. Back now because I fucking fell off of there like an idiot. Alright. Problem is the enemies respawn, so I... Nope, nope. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, shit. Alright. Back up here. I need that cape. I really need that cape. Lots of items hidden up in the trees here. Ugh. Hate bats. Every game has fucking bats in it. Oh, that was lucky. Lucky shot. You know what else I love about this and a lot of retro games is games like this, you know, you could just freaking pick up and play. It's not like today where everything has a 10-minute unskippable tutorial. I fucking hate that shit. Oh, here's a boss fight. Hick boy. Throw fucking chickens and shit at me. Ooh. Kick my ass. Well, I didn't do very good for my first stream. The password system. At least it's an easy password system. Let's give Hick Boy another shot here. Speaking of the whole video store thing. Damn it, I got hit again already. speaking of the whole video store thing, you know, games I really liked, I remember I used to keep a notebook next to my Nintendo. Damn it. And games I liked that I thought I'd play again, I would write down the passwords in my little notebook. Alright, I have to beat this boss. You guys are all gonna think I'm a terrible freaking gamer. I used to be really good at this game. See that? He's got a fucking bullet. Come after me, the damn chicken. Oh. It's been a long time since I played video games. Or at least a platformer. I play a lot of RPGs these days. Okay, I wasn't really into RPGs as a kid very much, except for like Earthbound. But now that I'm older, I enjoy the slower pace. Oh my god. I have to beat this boss. You guys have to at least see the next stage. Why can't I fucking beat this little bastard? I feel like such an ass. I'm way better at this, or at least I used to be. If I'm doing this bad on the first boss, man. Oh man, somebody out there is gonna watch this and be screaming at me through their screen. Jesus Christ, Jay, what the fuck? Okay. The sad part is the fucking pattern. I should know this, but okay, now it's gonna be the eggs. Oh my god. I was trying to jump. I couldn't get it. Dude. This is so bad. If I can't get my shit together, I'm not gonna keep it. Really? My controller button got stuck and I started walking forwards. If I don't beat him pretty soon here, I'm not going to subject you guys to any more of this shit. I'm fucking losing on the first boss battle. I have beaten this game many, many times. I used to play it all the time. Why would you jump, you jackass? I'm getting worse. I'm literally getting worse as I go along here. Okay. Why did I get hit there? Sometimes the hit detection on this game sucks. Okay, this is my last continue. If I don't beat him on this round, then I'm done. I don't want to subject you guys to any further, but this game is really fun. It's just tons of gross out humor and shit. But this level's kind of getting boring to look at because it's, you know, a lot of the same, but there's some really creative level designs in here. Especially like the final boss level is really cool. Oh my god. You guys heard me tapping the button, right? Okay. Throw your chicken. Now shoot your eggs. Now come running around with the chicken up in the air. Throw your fucking chicken. This is it. I think this is the last chance on this container. Yep. If I don't do it this time, I'm done. But I think maybe next time I'm gonna have to practice these games before I actually try to play them on a stream, rather than just randomly pick a game I used to play 20 years ago. Alright. Well, everybody, that was the very first retro game live stream. Maybe after I practice up a little bit, maybe I'll come back to Boogerman. But anyway, that's what it is. Tons of gross out humor. The graphics are really good. It's the sound effects are great. It's just tons of farts and other such a shit. But thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. I'm going to keep doing more of this. If you like what you saw, make sure you subscribe to us. And if you want to keep seeing this sort of shit, give me some suggestions for what you want to see me play. Put them in the comments in YouTube. Anyway, we're Openly Hostile Opinions. We do our podcast live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We are on Facebook.com/Openly Hostile Opinions. We're on Twitter @Hostile Opinions. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/C/Openly Hostile Opinions. We're on Twitch/Openly Hostile Opinions. Periscope, Hostile Opinions. Alright, I'll see you guys all next time. Thanks for tuning in.